Get you the very latest in regard to the tragedy that unfolded in Bangkok after that building, the only building that collapsed due to the earthquake that took place in Myanmar. We're talking about 13 people who died at the collapse site, and the search continues for many people who continue to remain missing. My colleague Vishal is joining us from Ground Zero in Bangkok. Vishal, from what we're hearing is that there were flags that were raised in order to talk about the concerns as far as this under construction building is concerned. This building that was meant to get completed by 2026, only 30% of the building was completed so far. And the government had threatened to go ahead and nix this project because the project had been under its scanner. There had been multiple delays, and this is in regard to the material that was being used. Now, the preliminary investigations are revealing that the material that was used, particularly the steel that was used, was substandard. So now, of course, a Thai watchdog has said that there were flags that were raised in regard to the construction of this building that had been going on for years on end. And that has been quite an issue and a problem. Vishal joining us from Bangkok. Vishal, take us to the very latest in regard to how many people are believed to be missing, and what are the kind of chances that the authorities are giving in regard to the families of reuniting with the ones that have gotten lost in this tragedy?
Well, we've reported extensively on that front, and the chances of spotting someone alive is almost down to 0% now, because day before yesterday we spoke with officials here and they had told us that the chance was just 1%. Right now I'm near the canine unit of the local authorities, and these are the dogs, the sniffer dogs that help in locating people both dead and alive. So the dog that's here, she's called Nari. She's the one that reportedly spotted the first person alive, and that was on the day one of the tragedy. Ever since then, no one has been spotted alive. It's been almost 5 days now that anyone has been spotted alive, and more than 70 people remain buried under the rubble. And these are the various dogs that help in locating people both dead and alive. They have been trained in a way that they can spot both dead and alive people. All the dogs are trained to spot both alive and dead people, and so far they have done a tremendous job, but they can only do as much as spotting someone. Rest depends on the people, the rescue teams who can actually go under the rubble and rescue the people. The dogs, you can see, are equipped with different kinds of gadgets themselves. They are wearing some special shoes that have been brought in to help in that on that front, to help them get inside some areas that are not easily accessible. These dogs are also given, each dog has a different. I would request my camera person Rohit to point the camera to one of the canine units here, that each dog has its own dedicated cooling unit, because these are some really hot and humid conditions. Each dog needs to be kept cool so that they can perform to their highest standards. It's been a coordinated effort on all the fronts. The whole area is occupied by the canine unit. All of these officials are from the canine unit of Thailand. It's a non-government organization, but it is helping the local authorities here. It's a combined effort of all the people, from people across the world, from Israel to US to even China, I'm hearing. But so far the signs are quite grim, as you mentioned, if there is any chance of someone being pulled out alive. So that's what is the latest here. These dogs are some of the most highly trained dogs in the world, in the sense that they have the power to spot people from a distance, to spot both dead and alive people. And as I've been mentioning, they have been able to successfully spot people, but the actual task depends on the rescue teams. As I've been mentioning, that there are various rescue teams here. Hundreds of people have been trying for the last 4 to 5 days to rescue people alive, and also spot bodies so that families could be informed about their loved ones. People can be identified. Identifying people after this tragedy is also another aspect of this whole tragedy. So that is what is happening right now. The death toll since yesterday evening has not been updated. It stands at 13 as far as this collapsed site is concerned, which itself, the construction of the collapsed site is itself under scanner, because there are various questions being raised over the construction materials, over the steel bars being used, whether the Chinese company cut corners to speed up the process of the construction. There are many people here we've spoken to say that this project was abandoned for a while, and then they started working, or they speeded up the process, and maybe in that speeding up of the process, this construction was done in a shoddy manner. So these are some allegations that are being investigated by the local authorities here. The Thai Deputy Prime Minister, the Prime Minister, the Interior Minister, they've all promised the most sophisticated investigation, and they will be soon giving out the report, probably in a day or two.
Right. Since when has this building been under construction? I mean, we do know that the building was meant to be completed by 2026, but only 30% of the building had been completed so far.
That's exactly right. So it's been more than 3 years since the construction of that building started. As I mentioned, that building was almost abandoned for a while, and as you've been saying, it's only 30% of the building that was completed, and people have been saying that actually many authorities themselves have said, and they are not willing to be quoted, and said that they have spotted people who are not adequate in number when it comes to a 33 high story building, and they have only speeded up the process at the last moment, so that the Thai watchdog, which was questioning this project, they wanted to have some good relations with that watchdog, so they speeded up the process. They did not want the Thai watchdog to have its eye on this contentious site, so they speeded up the process, and that might have resulted in this tragedy, trapping mostly migrant workers inside the huge pile of rubble. Back to you, Divya.
Right. Thank you so much, Vishal, for getting us all those details from ground zero. Vishal reporting from Bangkok, getting us the latest in regard to the tragedy, which continues with many people continuing to be missing.